As I said, I'm Ben Hatton. This is the LIber Novus stream. We are a urban fantasy type setting where a society where it's like the normal world, except in the shadows under the ground there is a society of ghosts and goblins, angels and aliens, monsters and mystics, dungeons and dragon. No,
You can't say those words in that order. You know that.
Haha, sue me. It's dragons and dungeons. Actually, there's no dungeons here. So, sphinxes,
Dragons and
There's no dungeons. Do better. Oh my
diners and drive-ins and dives.
god.
Guy Fieri is a golem. Anyway, why don't we take a minute and introduce ourselves? Let's start with one of the two of you.
I'll go first.
Hooray!
My name is Jackie.
Hi, Jackie.
I use she, they pronouns. I am playing Amy Wers, who also uses she, they pronouns. Goodness, do I even do we do character introductions beyond name stuff? I don't know if I really. She's a badass that wears fucking motorcycle riding gear all the time and carries a black umbrella with her that may or may not be a glamoured sword. Don't worry about it.
It's fine.
It's fine.
I mean, I think the glamoured sword is actually out at the moment. So
yes, it is currently out of its scabbard and actually looks like a sword. The matters of finding me is I'm not necessarily on any shows, but I am very present on their Discords. I haunt quite a number of actual play Discords, including but not limited to RPG for You and Me, Sounds Like Crows, the Orpheus Protocol, Knights of Shreds and Patches, and Tabletop Squad. You can find me, if you're not on those Discords, on Twitter at GoodShipSarcasm. My profile pic is the Strawberrio, and I don't know if that is ever going to change.
all right, next one.
Hey, I am Paxton. I do things. You can find me on Twitter at sentimental_boy. I appear occasionally on the Applied Materials podcast. I recently appeared in some Orpheus Protocol Patreon content, also run by Ben Hatton.
Hooray! If you
You
love beavers, you
I
should
love
do that.
I love giant wet beavers.
Yep.
I'm sorry?
They're furry too, and they
Saggy
have
beavers.
big teeth.
Yep.
Anyway,
Great way to start this session. Really telling the people what we're about.
absolutely. You can find me on all of those same Discords because I apparently follow Jackie around everywhere on. That's fine.
I just have good taste and great recommendations.
Jackie does. If Jackie recommends something to you, you should listen to it.
That's true. I should also mention another small AP project that has been on ice for a minute is Roll for That. It's on YouTube. We recently ran a bunch of Gravemire, and we're currently trying to decide what to do next. That's me.
Hooray! And I'm Ben. Good job.
Hi, Ben.
Hello. And I don't know. My beard is weird today. Can you all remember what happened last time?
I have notes for that.
Yes.
I am a note taker. Goodness gracious, mercy me. We got Mr. Brown, number 2 of the 1001, fucking showed up at Streffen's front door and was just like, "Hey, I'm in town for a thing. I need you guys to go do this." And we were like, "Yeah, we're gonna go do that." Mr. Number 2, absolutely. And it was to find Dr. Heather Summers, who was the last person that Bucky Snuffles, who is dead, reached out to. She's a psychiatrist in Baltimore, but she's going to be in New York for an APA convention. We went to the convention that first day to just kind of like establish our presence as a normal thing, and also scope out out the place, get familiar. Quite a few non-humans were present, and we noticed them, but there was only really one that like Amy like zeroed in on. But on that first day, we saw people approach her.
Super tall.
Yeah, super
Mhm.
tall. Um,
Noodly.
Noodle.
Mysterious people. She leaves with them immediately. Quote, she's blanched but not noticeably upset. No, she blanched and got noticeably upset. We followed. Streffen did a really cool fucking thing using his mirror sight to like allow us to have further following distance without losing them. Her face is one of purpose but not fear. So when they finally like turned a corner to go into like an alleyway or whatever, Amy the first time stayed with Streffen. And then there was a fucking explosion. Amy ran into the fray. Some fucking Frankenstein ass techno zombie attacked her, and then Paxton paid a Benny and was like, "No, that never happened." After I spent almost all of my resources.
Yeah.
And
fine.
in doing so, basically was just like everything that was described was a vision that he had. And we were back to the point where Amy was deciding whether or not to run ahead or stick with Streffen. And Streffen was just like, go, hurry, there's danger. And I managed to convince them
With a hell of a
that
roll.
it was a hell of a roll, because I am not persuasive. Like I have so many things going against me on that roll. I was at like a -4. And I have a D4 persuasion. But I did
You
it.
exploded.
I sure aced that bitch. And I
Yes.
remember now I didn't use my adventure card because I was ready to use my adventure card if that roll didn't go well, but it did go well, so I
did go
didn't
well.
need to.
Yep.
Mhm.
But then, so you had just convinced the really tall people and Dr. Summers to chill out when the techno zombies dropped from fire escape.
Yeah, from above, but nobody exploded and died
Yet.
yet.
Yeah, but that's where we're starting is let's paint this picture. M, you all so Streffen, you know that they went down this alley. You were on a semi-busy New York street.
Mhm.
Late afternoon, and you just see Amy duck down there, and I think you're just hurrying along. Amy, you are standing next to these two very tall creatures. You haven't seen who they are, like their full features. You don't know what type of mystical being they are. But if you remember correctly, you saw their hands, and they were only like 3 fingers per hand, and I described them as looking like those like phone camera.
The gloves that have the touchscreen adaptability fingertip bits, or
Yeah.
was it like
No,
suction puppy? I can't remember.
those things that you could use that looked like octopuses you could like
Oh,
mount your phones on?
yeah, it has
and-
too many joints
too
because
many-
you can just
yeah,
I
like their
remember that,
fingers have like basically all the joints, like, and
All the
they're
joints.
yep, all the joints, and they're very tall, and they were headed towards one of those like cellar doors that like double up and walk it that go into the underground, and you stopped them, and Dr. Summers is in between the two of them, and you're a little farther back. You're not like actually flush with the alley entrance. You're in the alley, and but dropping from the sky are these 3 techno zombies. If you hadn't listened last time, the way to describe them is they have their skin is just like pallid and saggy. They have clockwork like bits and metal grafted to their face and their arms, to their chests that sort of spin and turn and keep them going. Their hands end in very Edward Scissors hands, as they don't have fingers. They just have like nasty claws, and they kind of like walk with them down like this so they can like swing out and stuff. And you know, their faces are again a mash, and it's like it's not uniformed. It's not like they all have the same bits and pieces of metal in the same places. One probably has like a riveted plate over their mouth and like one big eye that's just like a camera lens in the middle of their forehead, and the other one is got too many camera lenses and no mouth at all. So like they're all different. They're just a mishmash, etc. So let's draw for
initiative.
All right. I'm gonna shuffle these cards. All right, card number 1. This is for Amy. Joker, motherfucker. All right.
Start Benny. Let's fucking go. Thank you so much.
Stefan, you have the Queen.
The Queen of Hearts.
Spicy Bari and Boreas for that one.
Oof. The techno zombies have an ace. Man, these are all big cards right in the
high
middle.
rolls.
Yeah, but we get to immediately shuffle and try again after this one, so it's good. It's good.
And the like twig-like creatures have a 5 of spades.
5 of spades.
And Dr. Heather Summers has a 2. Damn. All right. What are you going to do? Are you going to make your decision first? What are you going to do with that?
I'm gonna go first.
I'm just asking.
Important question.
Yeah.
How many of these techno zombies are there?
3.
3.
Mm-hmm.
Where are they?
So
in relation to like me.
It goes you, the twig creatures, and Dr. Summers, who you're all kind of clustered, but they're in a line in front of you, and then they're on the other side of them, further deeper into the alley, and it's a dead end alley. There's only one. You're the only entrance.
So I don't know why I totally zoned out when you were answering my question. Sure. Is it me, friends, enemies?
Yes.
Okay.
And like right behind you is like the mouth of the alley.
Yeah, because I had just gotten there and was just like, don't go in there, there's gonna be an explosion and you maybe will die.
Yeah.
Okay. Question of how close are all of the guys next to each other?
Very close. I mean,
very close.
I would argue within, they drop. It's not a huge alley, right? It's not like a big space. And they all kind of like jumped and landed. So I would say they're probably within 5 to 10 feet, like a cluster like that.
Right. Like so medium blast template.
I would argue.
If I had to put it in, mechanic terms.
Without putting it in an actual game, forgive me for fucking painting a scene.
Listen, it's theater of the mind. I have to check.
Yeah, I would say about a medium blast range.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay, so in case it wasn't obvious,
case it wasn't
I'm gonna be
covered.
multi-actioning.
Oh, yikes.
My first action is take full advantage of this fucking Joker. I'm going to be casting Stun in Medium Blast template against these fuckos.
Nice.
And then I'm going to run in and attack one with my sword.
With your sword. All right.
With my sword. Yeah. So
And what is?
I gotta mark the PowerPoints that I'm going to be using. So it's going to be a total of 4 PowerPoints to get the area of effect up to a Medium Blast template.
Nice.
But if I fail the roll,
Mm-hmm.
I could just, it'll just be 1 PowerPoint, but I'm going to try not to fail it.
Okay,
So
hold on. I gotta look. Yeah, hold on. Go ahead.
I'm a big fan of trying not to fail a roll.
I feel like it's an important part of playing the game.
Yeah.
Weirdly enough. Like, who'd have fucking thought? I'm pulling up the power to get the full description on this bad boy because
as am I.
stun is its own fucking thing. Stun quality. I love how the power is just like, yeah, they'll be stunned. Look up the quality elsewhere. It's
yeah,
like,
C106.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a vigor roll. Okay.
Yeah,
they
it's
do
a
a vigor
vigor
roll,
roll.
and then they get, if they fail, they
If
get
they
knocked
fail,
on their asses.
It's
and
bad. If they
They-
fail, it's bad.
They
But
yeah.
is it is it
All
contested
are
or is it?
Yeah. So stun creatures, they are distracted, are vulnerable, fall prone, can't move, or take any actions. Don't count towards gang up bonuses.
And are they subject to the drop?
Yes.
No. Yes, they are.
Yeah.
Gosh.
The question is the vigor roll contested or just looking for
No.
a success? I don't think it's contested,
just
so
looking-
it's just
it's
they're
just-
looking for a flat success.
Yeah. Just
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
You're looking for a
So-
flat success, and then they are.
I want to get. I'm aiming. I'm actualizing in my mind. I want to get a raise so they get an imposed -2.
Mhm.
Okay.
You're
What are my
aiming.
dice? What am I doing?
I
My
don't know.
God. I don't know. Where the fuck is my D8? There's a D8. Okay. It's done. Let's go. I'm Bennying. Goodbye, Joker Benny.
Don't forget you get a
Let's try that again.
Don't you get a plus because of your thing?
I'm multi-actioning, so
You're
no.
just counting it out. Yep.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Okay. A 6. That's not a raise, but we'll take it.
Okay.
So the spell goes off. I'm marking my 4 points.
the spell does go off. All right, let's see. Let's see how these cats do. Boop, 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 boop. Oh, their vigor's not bad. Take that. Okay. Jesus Christ. I don't know what. Oh. With the -2.
There is no -2.
Oh.
I did not get a raise.
Oh. Then they did okay. They passed. Well, one of them passed.
Okay.
Hold on. One passed. One did not. And one definitely did. So 2 passed. So you see one stumble back, and it's almost like they were walking threateningly towards you, just creeping up, and one of them just, it's like a spring pops out of the back of its head neck area, and it tumbles to the ground, and like there's fluid. Kind of like
fluid.
Yeah. Yep.
So
just sort of at the back of their neck.
All right. So God, this spell when Amy casts it, like, this is old hat at this point, but like she bites the side of her index finger and just kind of like does a slashing motion with her hand, and the blood, far more blood than you'd expect, flies out in a spray that kind of like almost like pops when it comes into contact with each of them, and 2 of them were able to like put their arms up in time that they're not affected, but one just got full fucking force in the face, and Amy is going to then follow up and attack the one that did get stunned.
The one on the ground?
The one on the ground.
All right.
Threw him on the ground.
Yeah.
All right, give it a shot. I have
Let's
a feeling
fucking
I have a
go.
feeling you're gonna fuck this one up.
Because this one is stunned and subject to the drop.
To the
Mhm.
drop. Yeah.
Which I think it gives you plus like 4 to your fighting roll.
The drop is gross.
And like extra damage. And yeah.
So let me find that, and there it is. The drop.
Does it make you?
It's
No, they're just distracted and vulnerable.
they may have updated stun to get rid of the drop effect.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
that's super
Because that
fucking
is
valid.
way
Because the
too
drop is
strong.
so
Yeah.
goddamn gross.
I mean, just so you know, still distracted and vulnerable are both pretty shitty because that's a -2 for me and a +2 for you.
Yes, I am rolling this at a +2.
So,
And
a
technically a
+4.
+3 because I get a +1 to hit. I'm multi-actioning, so it's a minus.
Right,
The Joker don't do anything.
Yes.
I don't know why my
Joker.
brain is good at keeping up with these numbers.
It's good for you because I'm not doing it. Mathing.
Vince just like somebody else, not my problem.
Somebody else do this for me.
Okay. 4 + 2 is 6.
6.
Is that a hit?
Oh. Well, that's a minus.
Sorry, 4 + 3 is 7. I forgot my other one.
Is 7.
Against their parry.
Against their parry. Yes. Yes.
Yes, it's a hit.
Yeah, you beat it by 1.
Oh, cool. Nice. So now I do damage.
Yes.
Which will get the +2 from the Joker because I don't have any penalties to the damage. Jesus fucking Christ. 8 damage.
8 damage?
Yeah.
Nah.
I'm trying to decide if I want to Benny it.
I don't know what to tell you. I'm gonna just stare like this till you decide.
It's a matter of like assessing resources and determining if I want to like spend it already.
Spend it.
Mhm.
Spend it.
Yeah.
Benny Bully. Benny Bully.
All's fair. I'm spending my Anji Benny to reroll this damage because fuck that noise. Okay, that's better. 11 + 2 is 13 damage.
Okay.
That is very good.
Mm-hmm.
That's
That's what I get for getting a D8 on the damage die in my D8 strength.
That is a hit with a raise.
Hey,
Nice.
wounded, shaken and wounded.
Tell me what it looks like when you kill this thing.
Oh, delightful. So it's, I mean, combat as we experience it is significantly slower than the combat as it happens in actual time.
Yes.
Because, bullet time, as it do. So it all happens honestly super fast. Amy had shouted her warning. The 2 tall, maybe alien creatures listened. And then the Franken zombies dropped down, and it's just quick, rapid movements. Amy bites her hand, makes the spray, dashes forward before she can tell that it's made contact, and then just with one quick, decisive move, chops off the head of the stunned zombie.
Yes. Love it.
And to make it more anime, the light catches the blood on the blade as it seems to absorb it.
Okay.
Are you gonna chirp at me just because I looked at you?
What's your toughness?
My toughness is 7, 2 of which is armor.
Okay. So you're shaken.
What?
As
Ooh,
you
that's fun.
take this thing's head off, there is a loud like tick, 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 and then it explodes. In like a gout of like like steam and fire and
Amazing.
rancid undead flesh.
Hate that.
And you are sort of taken off your feet a little bit because you definitely you moved fast, but you were super unprepared for them just to run up and explode. That was not what you were expecting as this happened. Now it's the other two creatures' turns, as you're right in the middle of them.
I'm sure it's fine.
It's going to. They're going to both attack you, and they both have a gang up as well because they're on the other side of you all.
+1 to their attacks.
+1 to their attacks. Let's see. What is their? Oh, yikes. Okay. Oh wait, I'm looking at the wrong one. Oh no, their fighting is still that. Okay, let's fight.
Paxton.
What?
Singed dudes.
Singed dudes.
We're so season 4 of RPG for You and Me is just about to start releasing, and there's a very ongoing we have a bet running to see when Allie gets her first crit fail.
Nice.
Because she's got that dice stank.
Who doesn't?
But Allie's dice stank is special. She got 3 crit fails in a row once.
Yeah.
And so we're all just like betting and guessing which episode the first crit fail is going to appear. And the question was asked, what are you betting? We're not going to do money because that shit's expensive. We need that.
Bet cats. Whoever wins gets the other one's cat.
And oh god, I wish that would be so good and bad at the same time. And so I was just like, I'll bet a doodle. And then I got excited and I was like, doodle bet. Winner gets doodles from everyone. And Paxton came in and was just like, send dudes.
I mean, I would accept dudes. What's your parry?
My parry is 7.
Holy shit, that one definitely beat you. 4.
Okay.
8,
To hit, it just means extra damage.
Yep, 7 plus 4.
So if it's an 11, it got a
13.
raise.
Oh no. 13, 17 is what it got.
That's still just the additional damage die. Extra raises on hits don't do shit.
Yep, nope, it's true. And so they are.
Thank fuck.
Yeah. So the first, you do manage to, like, actually. Oh no, because the +1. So they both hit you. Yeah. The
oh no.
oh no. Gang up bonus. So you are taken off again. You're very surprised by this action. You're not quite sure how the explosion just sort of blinded you, confused
With
you.
science.
And, with dead people science. And the other two take the opportunity to really mess you up.
Okay.
The first one, god damn it. The first one that had what's your toughness?
7.
Blah!
With 2 of it being armor.
All right, I'm gonna spend a Benny to reroll this damage because I got a 1, a 1, and a 2.
Jesus.
Are
you sure you don't want to keep?
No, I'm spending one of my. Oh god damn it! That's an 8. So you're double shaken, but you have a wound as a result.
I was gonna say I'm going to spend a Benny to unshake, so I'm just shaken again.
Okay, that's good. A preemptive shake. That's good.
I shook it off.
And then
a la Taylor Swift.
Let's see how this one, the one other one who hits you, does. That's a 12.
That is 1 raise, which would drop me at shaken with a wound again.
Okay.
Right? Because
you're already shook.
The Savage Worlds has that safety net of if you're shaken and you get hit again
Oh,
enough to
you
get
can't-
shaken. It's shaken
you
with a
can't-
wound, and the first
First
raise
wound.
is also just shaken with a wound, so
you're
you
right,
don't
you're
death
right.
spiral.
So you don't get
Mm.
supered. Right.
Yeah,
So-
so I
You
don't
don't
get
death spiral
immediately fucked.
So you're not like shaken with 2 wounds. Fair enough.
No, I'm just shaken with 1 wound unless I want to spend my last penny already and soak. This is why I thought about, like, did I want to spend that penny? But you know what? I'll fucking do it. Let's fucking go. I'm going to roll to soak because I don't need that -1 mucking. But I get a +2 on this because of
You're
Joker.
yeah, if there's gonna be any time to shake.
So I just need to get a single success.
Yeah.
And I got it. I'm fine.
Great. Tell me what that looks like as they go hard. As they
How
just,
do they attack me? Is it like with their claws,
yeah,
fists?
yeah. They come in
their
with, like, just
Edward Scissors
yeah,
hands.
with their claw hands, their claw fingers. They both just are whirling dervishes. I mean, they're not the fastest of creatures. They mostly operate on just being relentless, and so it's the actions are just as if someone is just hacking at you with a knife rather than any form of like clever blade play.
Okay. Oh God. Why are you gonna say it like that? So it's just like a flurry of blows. That it's just like there's no.
I'm not even sure the word flurry describe. Like it's just like
I mean, I'm getting hit from both sides, you know.
Yeah.
So okay.
It's more of a barrage. I think of the
A
word
barrage.
flurry as like there's an agility to it.
Yeah.
It's just like a it's a barrage of blows.
I think barrage is the best way to put it then.
Mhm.
Webb has discovered that I have drawers on the side of my desk and is now messing with it. No. Huh. You have worms out. You don't need to go digging for mine. Fuck off. Okay.
Webb has discovered I'm wearing drawers.
No, I'm wearing capris. Thank you. So, God, that explosion goes off, catching Amy by surprise. She gets pushed back. I think she also instinctively like covers her face, so she's really only like shaken, not stirred. Haha. And when the other two come at her out of the smoke as a result of the explosion, she just barely has enough time to use her arms and swords to like just knock the attacks out of the way. Like it is a frantic saving of herself, but it's effective just barely.
Cool.
Mhm.
All right. It is now your turn.
Then I think it's me.
Yes.
So I got kind of left behind, kind of on purpose. How far away am I from the action?
But last time you had to do at least one run action to get to
I think it's like
the
I think you're about 50
alleyway.
feet, 70 feet. It's like a
Oh boy.
I mean,
How many? Can you put that in inches in this the pace marks of
in-
pace marks? It's divided by 5, so you
Is it-
need 70 divided by 5 is
12.
no,
No.
12 is 60. 14.
15.
14.
Oh, you're right.
14,
You're right.
14. 14.
15.
14. Well,
14. I'm bad at
lucky for
numbers.
me, my pace is 5 and my running die is a D4.
Yeah!
So it's
Woohoo!
gonna take me a minute. So
Striff and be like, I'm coming.
You're just like
Yep.
legging it with your cane.
yeah, I'm
legging it.
going to run. Running die does not blow up, correct?
No.
It does not.
And
You can't like
Does- is-
flash it.
and I don't think that a wild die even applies to
Nope.
running, does it?
It's
Okay.
just their running die plus your pace.
Okay, that's what I thought. So yeah, I'm gonna use my turn to run closer. I rolled a 2, so that puts me 7. I'm halfway there,
You're
living on a
halfway there.
prayer.
I'm halfway there.
You're sweating, right? Your neck and your
I'm-
back is starting to sweat.
I'm just moving as fast as I can, limping along.
Your leg is in so much pain.
It is, yeah, like
So Streffin's not having a good time. I think he was already feeling it, Mr. Krabs, from the journey over,
Yeah.
simultaneously casting that magic and also having to walk at pace. Fuck
Yeah.
that.
mhm,
You're
yeah.
You're basically
then-
yeah. Go ahead.
and then he like experienced the first iteration of the fight in his mind and is now like psychosomatically experiencing all of the pain from that fight
Yeah.
as well as from his current exertions.
Yeah, you're like Hugh Laurie on like to go yell at that other like some doctor about like, oh, it's a mysterious disease you've never heard about. The camera.
Oh, Streff in his house.
His house, yeah, except
Streff in his house.
kind, except kind. I'm not addicted to
I love that
painkillers.
out of context. Like without Ben's Hugh Laurie line, you're just like, what? Streff in his house. Not
Streff in his
Dr.
house.
Just
All right, it's the It is the
aliens.
they're not aliens. They're creatures.
I don't know that they're not aliens.
It's the Slenderman's turn.
Yeah.
Well, they just the description that you gave made me think of
Groot.
No, the ones that made all the clones.
Oh,
The ones on Camino.
Except more brown.
Kaminoan.
More brown. What you saw of their arms? You know what they kind of look like? This is like what their arm kind of looked like. You ever seen like a hair underneath of like a micron microscope with like the layers? You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
That's what their skin looked like in their hands.
I hate that.
Like
that's fun.
Ooh.
Let me make sure. Yeah, like
ooh, I found a new ick.
Yeah, they look like zoomed in, like hair, like made of like a single hair,
like hair scales.
Yeah, like hair scales. Yeah.
I hate it so much.
That's exactly what they look like. I was trying to think like, what do they look like? That's exactly what they look like.
God fucking damn it.
That's what their hands look like.
What are they doing, Vin? What are they doing?
And they kind, I bet you they kind of look like if they were to take their things off. In my mind, they would look like pseudo Wudo, but without the, like the green things. Like that's just what they sort of look like.
Okay.
Okay, they're a lot more friendly again.
They look like stick bugs.
Pseudo Wudo.
That's the way to think, like pseudo,
getting stick bugged.
Yeah, but except they got like
gonna find that gif.
They got like long fingers and they have hair. They have micron hair scales. All right, what is one of them gonna do? It's their turn. I think one actually. All right, let me roll some dice. Waiting around. I can't sing that. All right. Okay, good.
Roll your dice, you move your mice. Nobody gets it.
One of them raises their hand towards the mouth of the alley, and the ground, the cement in the ground, like that makes up the street, sort of turns viscous and climbs up, blocking the alley itself. Closing it off so that no bystanders can see that there is like a fight going on with explosions and stuff.
Sorry, Streffen.
Sorry, Streffen.
It's fine. I've done my job.
Yeah, just like I don't want to cut you out, but maybe you could knock in a minute, and then the other one will use. Hold on. I'm gonna need some rolls from you in a second, Amy.
Fuck. You do not.
Web, I love you. Come back.
Listen, last time you jumped on my fucking laptop,
Web.
you put it into airplane mode. We're not doing that again.
It was the best. Come back, Web. Okay. All right. Time to make another roll. Yeah. Okay. Great. Let's see if it goes off. Ooh, I'm gonna re-roll that. Oh. Oh.
Oh.
Okay.
What the fuck are you doing to me, Ben?
Yeah, it's gonna be bad. I need
What the
you...
fuck are they doing? I'm trying to help.
I need you to make a strength roll at -4.
Strength at -4.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Oh no.
I am out of bennies.
Yeah, you
Oh,
are.
no.
What?
Yeah. Okay, that's bad. Do I want to use my adventure card? Oh, it's not at -4, it's at a -2 because this is still technically the turn with my Joker.
Yeah.
It's still not good. Yeah, I think I'm going to use my adventure card. Extra effort. I get to add a d6 to any trait roll, and it can ace. Listen, my wild die was already a 1, so I believe in me. I believe in the power of my bad dice.
Nope.
I believe in
It
you,
was a
Jackie.
6.
Nice.
So 6 plus 2 is 8 plus 3 is 11 minus 2 is 9.
Okay.
Success with a raise.
All right. Well, they
Good adventure card.
Right, I'm gonna spend one more of my bennies.
Don't even
That
remember
takes
what
me
my
down
adventure
to
card
1.
is.
Okay. Okay. So one of the creatures, you just feel this explosion, this cacophony of pressure. Amy, as the ground ripples and the garbage around you flies into the air like popcorn popping. You and one of the creatures, or you and one of the techno zombies, hold your ground as the force attempts to carry you off the ground. But you both like hunker down with your weight. The other one is just sent sailing through the air,
Nice.
where it contacts the side of the alley. And with the rules of Havoc, I believe that.
Havoc! Yeah, that's 2d6 damage plus the push.
Yes.
I love Havoc. I think what Amy ended up doing was, like, she just managed to get her sword in the ground.
Mm-hmm.
Or, no, this is concrete. That's probably not a good idea.
Yeah.
Webbity.
I think, like,
buddy.
I think it's, like, I think probably, like, you may have hung on to the one. I think the two of you, like, it was the one that you
clutched to each other.
Yeah, like you were like, because you said you used like your sword and your arms to block it, like the two of you were struggling,
Yeah.
and so just combined your weight doesn't go anywhere,
Mhm.
but the other one just goes zooming back. All right, let's see.
I think she does say, "What the fuck? I'm trying to help."
They're like, it's
Watch it. I'm
damage.
helping here.
It's called splash damage. Suck it up.
Listen, I can do spells. I know there's a fucking modifier that you can do called selective that allows you to decide who doesn't get hit.
Yeah,
But somebody didn't want to spend their power points.
Nope, definitely not. It doesn't know you. No,
They don't know you. That's their purse.
It hits. Yep.
It
hits.
They all just sound like Bobby.
It hits the wall, but it doesn't actually. But it doesn't die. It doesn't explode. It gets back up. One of its arms is now hanging limply by its side, but it doesn't seem to like slow it down in any way. And Dr. Heather Summers hides behind. Manages to put the two creatures and you between the monsters and herself. And now let's draw for turn.
Don't forget to reshuffle.
I did. You get a 5,
awesome.
Amy.
Fuck.
You get a king, Streffen.
Yeah. It's going to be useful.
The creatures get a 9. And, sorry, what's
Zabombams.
the Zabombams get a 9.
Zabombams.
The
Not aliens get a
not
3.
aliens get a 3. the hair beings, and
The stick
then-
bugs.
Yeah, and then
Also a 3.
also a 3. So, all right, Streffen.
Griffin's, Bombams, me. Other 2.
You
Okay.
get to this wall of cement. Oh no, you're not at the wall of cement.
You
No.
can see. You may be able to see it though.
Can
like
I
you're huffing
see
and puffing, and
the
you're like,
wall of cement?
Yes, you can see the wall of cement forming up.
Okay.
I mean, shockingly, it moved because remember, all of these things happen in seconds, just like mere seconds. That people don't really. It's almost like they are not. They're like, "What's going on? Were those fireworks or like what was happening there?" And then they turn, but like the wall is there, and so it's very confusing. You're seeing a lot of confused humans, and our ability to just to say like, did I just see 2 tall people and a lady and a sword fight and monsters? And they're like, nah, that's just a wall. And then they continue on their way.
Right. And I mean, we're in New York, right? Like,
Right.
People don't look at
people
loud
mind
sounds.
their own fucking business in New York.
Yes.
I saw a video where somebody's like, an easy way to tell a native New Yorker, and she just goes like makes the most ridiculous sound, and she's like, the people who didn't look, they're from New York.
It's very true. It's very true.
Mm.
I had a dude come up to me when we were in New York, and he just joined a conversation I was having with my father-in-law. And my father-in-law, who lived in New York for many years and is a native Londoner, just looked me dead in the eyes and was just like, that guy could have been a ghost. And then I turned and I was like, what? And then I made the mistake. And he was just like, let me
Fool.
tell you about this. And I was like, what is happening?
I'm gay. I'm new in town.
Was it even that good? It was like, those buses are all fake. The real buses that take people places are underground. And I was like, what? Like,
You mean subways?
no.
Oh,
No,
no,
I know,
the real
but like,
legitimate- he was like, those buses are just for show. And I was like, I don't know what's happening. And I was like, pardon? And then he was like, can I have some money? Because I gave you a fact. And I was like, what? I'm going to go over
That
here
wasn't
to
even
the
a
House
fact.
of Nuts.
The House of Nuts.
so what's
So-
Griffin doing?
Anyway,
Okay, yeah, what is
Streffen.
Streffen doing?
Oh gosh, quick question because my brain farted. Do PowerPoints refresh at the beginning of a new session?
No,
No.
it
Okay, I
requires
thought
a rest or spending of a
Or time?
penny.
Yeah. So I'm gonna spend a Benny for some PowerPoints.
Nice.
You're welcome. Spend that Joker Benny.
Thank you.
Free power.
And then I am going to multi-action. I'm going to cast Telepathic Bond,
Okay.
so that I can talk to Amy really quick.
Mm-hmm.
And then, if that succeeds, I would like to cast Deflection onto Amy.
Okay. My least favorite power that you use. 'Cause it's just
Oh, but I'm so happy to have it.
They need
I have
it.
no bennies.
So, let's see. Multi-action penalty is at a -2.
Mhm.
Let's go. That is a 7 to cast Telepathic Bond,
Well done.
which allows me to talk to any family member or close friend within 24 miles of myself.
Wow.
Jesus fucking Christ.
I feel
And
like you
also
don't
to-
even call your mom. You just call your mom. Like,
Well,
like,
I
Well,
mean, my mom's been
mom's
dead
dead.
for 60 years,
It's true.
so
Both of us were just like, you're right.
anyway,
Your mom's dead. My mom's dead. Oh my god.
twins. Anyway, so like in the middle of getting like blown up and thrown about, you suddenly become aware of Streffen just like sitting in the back of your head. And Streffen isn't that much of a backseat driver, but he's definitely like Oh, okay. And then I'm gonna cast Deflection, targeting only Amy.
I feel like I've asked this before,
Uh-huh.
but what does it feel like on the receiving end? Like, what kind of sensory stuff happens when that connection is made?
I think it's
So
gosh. So Streffen as an oracle, all of his powers are in for, and so it suddenly is kind of, you get the sense that there is something that you could remember.
Mhm.
And then as I communicate things to you, it's like you're just remembering random facts.
Okay.
Like, oh yeah, Streffen just said this thing. You
Gotcha.
don't receive, like, you
It's
don't
not like
hear
I
my
hear your
voice in your
voice.
head. You just know what I'm saying to you.
So it's just deja vu on steroids.
Yeah, basically. I'm going to
Cool.
spend a Benny to re-roll my deflection cast.
As a person who deals with deja vu, real strong deja vu, very
Mhm.
often, I understand this sensation.
I bet you
Yes.
that's what your deflection cost is as well, right? It's just like,
Oh yeah, it's that you gain a preternatural knowledge of what is about to happen to you,
yeah, it's
so
like
you
the
can
Matrix.
avoid
It's
it.
like
Streffen's a
the
walking deja vu
Matrix.
generator.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like the Matrix. You're just like,
Deja
Yeah.
vu.
"Whoa."
I have been
So
to this place before.
my deflection cast, I rolled an 11 on my D12. -2 is a 9, which is a raise. So enemy attacks are rolled with a -4 against Amy
Thank you.
for the next
Thank you,
5
friend.
rounds.
Thank you, friend, for this gift.
I did spend 2 bennies to accomplish this, so
Yeah, what's it like still having 2 bennies?
I don't know. What's it like to contribute to combat?
My character's made for this, bud. You can't
Well,
be like,
yeah.
oh, you know that thing that my character's not made to do right now.
And so I'm just doing what my character is made to do, which is to have Benny after
Yeah.
the first turn.
It is in the first turn. It is the second round, and I am completely out of resources.
But anyway, yeah, that's my whole turn. Oh yeah, and then I will end my telepathic bond because otherwise Amy will be distracted by my backseat driving.
You just pop in. You're just
I
like,
pop
oh,
in
this is what's
and I
going
go,
on.
oh shit, okay, here, have some help. And then I leave.
Bye.
And I continue to walk my pace toward the concrete wall.
Nice. All right. The creature who got thrown. There's like it's like a camera eye in its chest, but like a lens, and it telescopes open like that, whoop, and a bolt of terrifying energy comes shooting out of it at you.
At me?
Yes.
I didn't throw it at a wall.
Okay. It's shooting you. I
Okay.
don't know what to tell you.
That's fine.
Mm,
Gotta make a 4 out of -4.
I'm gonna roll it again. The blast goes wide, and like
Yes.
and you just you see it coming.
Thank you, Streffen.
It would have hit you. It sees it coming, and it just sort of moves, and you can just move your head to the right, and it just crashes against the wall in a gross thing.
Han Solo.
Yeah, and yeah, exactly.
Just
because you know where it's going to hit. The second creature also takes its opportunity to stab at you. A -4. All right, that is a hit. But
is it stabbing so it meets my parry of 7 out of -4?
Oh, it does not.
It's a combo.
It's a combo. Yep, it misses. They both you are too hard to hit at the moment. You dance.
This is why Amy and Streffen have been working together for as long as they have.
You dance with beautiful. Amy, it's your turn now. You dance with a beautiful feeling
Deadly
of,
grace.
Yeah, just knowing what's up.
God, I can't imagine what that looks like on the outside. Like, I was
Mhm.
getting beat the fuck down, and then it's like a fucking switch, and now I'm untouchable.
I really think it's like when Neo learns, like, you moved like they did, right? Like,
Mhm.
Carrie Ann Moss is going to pop out in the end and be like, oh, I've never seen someone move that fast.
I suddenly have a really long jacket on and some cool sunglasses.
Mhm.
Like, cool for 1999, but sure. It's your turn, Amy.
I am trying to decide if I want to multi-action or not. No, I am not going to multi-action, but I am going to wild attack. So I'm going to attack the one that just tried to melee attack me.
Do it.
Yes. Get him.
My brain just stopped for a whole last second, which means this attack is going to be at a cumulative +3 to hit.
Cumulative.
Because I get an inherent +1 to hit because
Right.
I'm using my
Favored weapon.
my trademark weapon, and then a wild attack gets me a +2 to hit and +2 to damage, but leaves me vulnerable for the next round.
It certainly does.
Certainly
Which
do.
means that when I shoot you again, it'll be a +2 or -2 instead of a -4.
So 9 to hit.
Oh yeah, you hit it.
No raise.
No raise.
No raise. That's okay. Damage is also getting a +2. 9 damage. Boo.
It is no. It scratches along. It raises one arm, and you hit just a plate that's in it. Just clang, and the sound is terrible and nasty.
So it doesn't get through toughness.
It does not get through toughness.
Okay. Cool. Good to know.
It also doesn't seem shaken.
That's fine. I can't really move away because I don't want to give it an attack of opportunity because I don't have extraction yet. Because that is on my list. I do think Amy is going. She's going to like move around the creature, so she doesn't necessarily ever like move away to the point to earn that attack, but she does want to make it so she has more wall to her back, so she can't get ganged up on in that sense.
Sure. The other one is still just far away. It was just
yeah,
shooting at you. It didn't move.
But also if I'm like on the other side, maybe it'll have a harder time of shooting me because of its friend.
Yeah, I feel that.
I don't know if it does work that way, but that's the thought.
Okay,
that's my turn.
All right, it's one of the creature's turns, and let's see what happens.
Please don't fucking try to throw me again.
No, it hit. Do Christmas tree. da Christmas tree. That is. Let's see how that does. One of the stick creatures raises its hand again and shoots, and a hunk of brick comes out of the wall and hits the creature that shot it, like the green energy at you, but it does very little damage. And the other one takes an opportunity to a sort of swarm of debris and tiny rocks goes around Heather Summers, like a swirl around her. And that's
cool.
And
what does Heather Summers do?
Heather Summers is hiding. She's staying there.
Smart.
She's not moving.
Good for her.
Yes, she's very smart.
Stay
Remember,
safe.
crying is always a free action.
Well, yeah, she's definitely probably crying. All right, here we go. Amy.
Ace.
The
of
ace
Ace of
of
hearts.
Streffen.
The
8.
9 of
A 9.
spades.
Zimbambams.
Zababams.
Zibimbams.
Ace
Ace
of
of clubs.
clubs. Which
Hearts goes before clubs.
hearts
That's
goes
fine.
Before clubs. Hair creatures. 8.
8 of spades.
And Heather, 8 of hearts. That's a lot of hearts all of a sudden. 8, 8.
So it's
Mhm.
Amy's, Bombam, Streffen, Venom.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
Okay. It's very common placement. Like, that's the second time we've had that exact order.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So weird.
What you doing, Amy?
I am going to multi-action this time.
Don't forget you're vulnerable.
It ends at the start of my turn, but
Oh.
I'm just going to re-up it because I'm going to wild attack.
Sure.
So my first action is to wild attack the creature directly in front of me,
Okay.
and then my second is to cast bolt towards the one that's further away.
Sure.
Nice.
Since I'm wild attacking, my attack does not have a penalty on it. No, not you.
Oh, I get it. Yes. But if they live.
7 to hit.
That hits, no raise.
Hits, no raise. But plus 2 to damage because wild attack.
Mhm.
Fucking 9 again. I need to roll better. That's okay.
You're just hacking at it, and it's like
I'm just
taking the hits. It just is. It's taking the hits. It's just flesh quivers. You're taking off. It's like you're the world's worst sushi chef. You're just like taking off like pasty white skin. You're revealing internal organs that are all shriveled, rib cages, but like inside you can see more, but like fluid is leaking out of it, grease and whatnot, oil, something in
some transmission fluid.
Yeah, but like it's okay because everything is basically just cosmetic.
I think it's super fucking interesting that I've been doing these wild attacks and not been able to hit. And so that vulnerable state, I can be like, it's because she's fucking frustrated that nothing seems to be working. Yeah, so I'm casting this bolt.
On the second one?
Like yes, at the second one.
Out of combat? Out of melee?
I am going to be upping the damage. I'm spending 2 extra power points, so if it hits, the base damage is going to be 3d6 instead of 2d6, and it'll be 4d6 with a raise. But I'm rolling at a -2 because of multi-action penalty.
Yeah, you are.
7 minus 2 is a 5. That's a hit.
Yes.
I don't need it to get a raise because I already got the 3d6.
Don't forget to keep track of your power points.
Let's go. 11. 11 damage.
It stumbles back into the wall. Things crack around it. The wall sort of shakes. Garbage goes everywhere. More of it. The flesh on this one sort of burns away under the heat, like the 98.6 degrees Fahrenheit of your blood.
Yeah.
As it rips through it, but it's still going. And now it's their turn.
Is it shaken?
Nah, its constructs don't get shaken.
Oh, okay. It's stirred. I see.
Yeah. Yeah. These things count as both constructs and the undead.
That's cool.
I like it.
But also, fuck you.
All right. So this one's going. So the first one's attacking at you at a -2. Because
really need this damage to Ace.
They
need my damage to Ace.
Okay,
I mean,
that's a 1. So the one swinging at you gets nothing. Just you know you're just hacks. It's not. It is. It's slow, and so every time you knock it a few feet back, it just doesn't seem to hurt. The other one does hit you with the -2 instead of the -4,
Mhm.
and it's going to shoot. What is your toughness again? Or your yeah.
Toughness 7,
All
with
right.
2 of it being armor.
It beats you by 1.
So I'm just
You're
shaken.
just shaken, no wounds.
Okay.
Um, so you're sort of knocked back on your feet a little bit as the green energy shoots out of its chest and hits you this time.
What does it feel like?
This particular, when it hits you, because it doesn't like rip anything open, because you're not, it's numbing. It's like
Mhm.
but also burning. There's this sort of like
Caustic tingle.
yeah, like almost an electrified Novocaine.
Electrified Novocaine is my favorite band. Paxton, please write that one down.
Like all
I'm
over
on it.
your body.
God, that's so fucking good, though. Electrified, electric Novocaine.
Hello, Wisconsin. We're electric Novocaine.
Why Wisconsin?
Because that's where everybody goes. All right, this creature is done fucking around. It's gonna spend some points to maybe actually hit it this time.
Yeah, that would be really fucking nice.
All right, this is my last GM, Benny. Nope, same thing. Those are
Damn.
the other one is going to take a shot. Fucking finally. Okay. That's 3d6. Boop, boop, boop. Yeah, like more rocks into these things. It is. They're just like not. Nothing's happening. Paxton, or nope, Streffen.
That's
what
me.
would you are at the wall?
I am at the wall. I walk the final 2 inches that I need to, and then I set my hand against the wall and just breathe for a second.
Your hand goes right through the wall.
Oh, nice! And
You stumble.
I stumble through, like barely catch myself with my cane.
Yeah, it's an
Amazing.
illusion, not a real wall.
Nice.
Cast
Nice.
illusion.
Convenient. And so then I step through, and
as
I
a
can
GM actively keep you from participating.
It
So
would have been great.
I think it would have been great. That was good. So yeah, I stumble through.
Full stumble.
I see the tableau in front of me. So currently there is one zombie construct in melee with Amy, and one that is a little further away.
That's been like thrown into a wall, and it's just being pelted with like rocks and debris. There's all sorts of shit just all over it.
Gotcha. Oh man. Gosh. Can I roll maybe a notice as a test to make one of these vulnerable, as in like notice one of their weak points and communicate it to a friend?
Hell yes.
Heck yeah.
Heck yeah. Please do.
I will roll against the one that my friend is currently fighting.
Love it.
The one in Malay.
The one in melee. So this is probably gonna be what's the word? Contested with their like spirit or something.
Why don't you just give me a roll and I'll tell you where it is. I feel like this is less them trying to hide it and more, what do you know? Actually, I would also let you
switch it to a cult.
I was just about to say, let's switch it to a cult, because this is more
that your better skill.
It is.
This is more like, what do you know about reanimating flesh?
Absolutely.
What do you know about reanimating flesh there, Streffen?
Well, I rolled a 5, so I might know something.
Yeah, you could see that, like, the one that Amy's been fighting definitely has, you take a minute, you see this is the one that has the metal plate over its mouth and the one big eye, and you can see that some of its skin and flesh has been carved back. So from your angle, you actually get a really good look at what is going on in the rib cage. And you think if Amy made a really focused attack, you think it's designed to take damage, in the upper torso area, and that if Amy aims low, the guts, and then up, that there definitely could that Amy could do that. And Amy, I'll give you a +2 to your roll. If
A +2. Ooh.
Because
I would have given you a +4.
Worse.
No, I'll take it.
Target the weak point for massive damage.
The glowing eye thing.
For your
It's the
best
dumbest-
rolls, for the heightened rolls, please do it this way.
Yes.
Dumbest fucking bit
Okay.
in video games.
Yeah.
It's
is,
so good.
I wonder what the weak point is. Giant glowing eyeball.
All right. Next round. Amy Wurtz. 8 of clubs. Last 8, apparently. Streffen. Streffen Daly. 10 of spades.
Nice.
Monster creatures. 10 of clubs.
I've go before them.
No, you don't. You have an 8.
Oh no, Streffen goes before them. I was like, the 10 of spades is before the. Ignore me.
The hair monsters, as we're going to start calling them, follicle monsters, they get a king.
Follicle monsters.
And
Follicle
then-
friends, maybe?
And then Heather she gets a 2. Okay.
Wow,
She rolls
always
like
get
garbage.
those low numbers.
You know what? Better her than me.
Uh-huh.
All right, so the two of them, the two creatures in their flowy outfits, you don't know, their body language shifts. They look like one of their heads turns. You see the fabric rustle. They say, you think they're communicating. It's hard to tell. There's a lot of like explosions and clanging. If it is, it's just, it's this gravelly sound. And let's see if I roll this correctly. Boop, 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 boop.
Boy.
Oh, that one explodes. Awesome. That one doesn't. The one that has Heather Summers with like next to it grabs her by the hand, and they just melt through the floor.
Oh,
into
okay.
the sewers below.
God fucking damn it.
So they're gone. The other one like seems to try to do something, like the same thing, but it isn't working. The one that had been more combative in all the ways was trying to do it, and it's not gone. But the two of them are gone. But yeah, the ground just sort of melts under their feet, and they are, you're assuming, in the sewers or in the passage that the doors led to. Streffen, it's your turn.
It is my turn. Let's see. I can probably attempt another test, maybe against the other one. Yeah, I will attempt to see. Can I just try to do the same thing to the other one?
Yeah.
Okay. Awesome. That is a 6.
Yeah. I mean, that one hasn't. That one didn't really take very much damage, but you can tell that the side that hit the wall is definitely more meat pulpy.
Mhm.
It's been minced a little bit more. Its arms are, and that side. If any attack were to come from that side, it would definitely be less damaging, or be more damaging.
Yeah.
Okay, and now it is their turn. What are these creatures going to do? Oh, okay, I get it. Oh yes. All right, let's roll the videotape.
I just realized I never rolled to unshake that last session, that last turn.
No.
Oh, whoops.
What's your armor, by the way?
2.
Sorry, not your armor. What's your toughness?
7.
7. 2 of which is armor.
2 of which is armor.
Okay. So the one that you're fighting, they both stop, and the one standing next to you explodes. Like it
Awesome.
It shakes and explodes. They are you see like both of their eyes focus on the like creature, or where they were, where the creature and Dr. Summers were, and one explodes at you, and the other one that had been shooting at you and takes off running, gets to the other creature that was helping Dr. Summers that did not manage to go through the floor, and it explodes at it.
Awesome.
So I rolled a 11 for hurting you, which I don't think is anything.
That's with the wound. That's shaken with the wound.
Yeah, that's
so
shaken.
You
with
have a wound. What does that look
I
like?
have a wound now. God. And it's an explosion?
Yeah.
I think it's
with like
honestly, it's just like a lot of abrasions and burns.
Mm.
Which not super pleased about. I think honestly the shaken part is probably more from the fact that it's burns than anything, than the actual explosion, because like she knew at that point that that was something that they could do, and she didn't expect it to explode willingly, so or of its own volition. So I think that's why she wasn't able to like get her arms up in time for the armor to take the brunt of the damage. And so like her hair, what she had like braided back, so it was out of her face mostly, has a lot more loose strands. Her face has a lot of like abrasions and scrapes, and it's a little reddened and burned. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. A little bleeding. Got some blood out of the side of your mouth, cracked lip, things like that.
Do
yeah.
kind of thing.
Yeah, that's what it is. The other one explodes around it and takes it off its feet, and sort of blows the cloak that it was, or the flowy clothes that it was wearing off. But
it's naked.
And what you see is I don't know if any of you've ever seen Bug's Life. Like the stick bug, like that David Hyde Pierce voices. They look very similar to that. And it is, but it is not worse for wear than you. The explosion there only put holes in it in its like flowy clothes, but didn't actually do any damage. But it is also exploded. And with that, we're going to take a break because we've been playing for an hour.
Oh wow!
Oh wow! Oh,
how does time fly?
In circles.
Flies.
All right, we'll be back in about 7 minutes.
See you soon.
Yes.
Bye.
Hold on. Be right back. And then, hello everyone, we're back. And while we wait for our Jackie to join us, I just said hello. Hello. There were some questions what had been happening in the first half of this. And the first half of this had been a fight. There were these beings that were escorting someone that Paxton and Jackie's characters wanted to talk to, and then they were attacked by undead TikTok monsters. And
TikTok monsters.
Yeah, like
they're all doing a dance.
Yeah, like steampunk techno zombies is basically what it is, which exploded upon death, and they succeeded in defeating these creatures. Except that Jackie's character Amy is a little fucked up right now. Not super.
Yeah, but like, when is she not? You know,
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah, the person we were trying to talk to was the psychiatrist of a person of interest who recently died.
Yes.
Someone who was an agent of the same organization that we belong to, who died mysteriously after leaving a breadcrumb trail of strange journal entries,
which are available on the Discord.
Yes, join the Discord.
You could do that. You could join the Discord and look how to do it.
Hey, look, it's a Discord link.
Hey, hey, look at that. Hey, ooh. And then while wait, the Jackie is back.
The Jackie's back.
I've been here the whole time. That is not true.
That is a gold-faced lie.
I'm sorry it took me so long.
No, that's fine. We're just talking. I was watching ASL interpreters of rappers. That's what I was doing.
Fucking that shit bops. Like, those people go hard, and they do such a good job. I love the videos where the rappers like notice them and then get all up in their shit and are like rapping directly at them, and they're just fucking keeping up like nobody's issue.
Yeah, they're like boop, 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 boop. Yeah, the one I was the one that I got hooked on this. Ooh, what is this? A stuffed egg? Sorry. But the one that was like very good in particular, here, I'll see. I'll put it up. I'll grab it.
A stuffed egg.
But it was good with this one.
Something anyway.
Yeah.
Streffen needs to get an actual like beret. He looks so good in it.
He does. You know, who gave him that beret? That was such a brilliant idea.
I don't know.
Wait, what?
Who's to say?
KSSO.
My Streffen profile picture recently got a beret.
A beret, eh?
Recently. Well, he's a director, you know, he needs it.
Oh, is he?
Paxton has a small Discord for some Orpheus games that he's running, and the Orpheus GM term is the director.
Oh, yes.
And so it's just like, Paxton is the director. Paxton needs a beret because movie directors have berets.
It's totally fair. It's very true.
And it just looks good on Streffen. And then there was one day where he had a Santa hat on top of the beret.
Yes.
Because I am nothing if not a meme lord.
Hat maximalism.
Oh, so good.
From now on, when ever someone joins the Discord, they're just getting the video of the ASL interpreter doing Baby Got Back. That's it. From now on. That's my hello, my howdy. Instead of howdy. It's just the ASL interpreter of Baby Got Back. All right.
So the fight's done.
The fight is done. The person you wanted to talk to is gone.
In the ground.
In the ground. Legit. I was like, I gave them Burrow. Why haven't they been gone this whole time? Why didn't they just fucking peace?
I appreciate it. It was fun and good.
Well, yeah, it's true. That havoc kind of helped you out a little bit.
It did.
It removed the gang up bonus, which would have sucked.
What a
True.
yeah.
So, but you have one of these creatures in front of you. And
Gonna look to the cellar door and just be like, "Are we gonna fucking go after them?" I'm gonna go towards the cellar door and try to open it because I assume that's where they went.
Yes, they did. So you head toward right. Well, that's where they were going when you like last in the previous version of this.
But
Mhm.
I don't know that because Streffen was the one that saw that, not me.
Oh, you don't know that. It's true.
I think all Streffen managed to say was like, "There's an explosion."
It's true.
I don't remember if he specified the cellar door as having any part of it. So I'm gonna fucking open that shit.
I don't even know if you must have. Felt
Where
like
else would they go? You
It's
established
true.
it's a dead end.
It's true. It's true. They went underground. Yeah. When you actually you hear the creature, and I'm trying to think like how do they communicate with humans? Is it
It's
like
got to be telepathy, right?
Yeah, is it one of those ways that like they have their own language, but I guess you feel like in your brain like a weight. It's like wait. Who
Talk fast.
who it like tilts its little stick head at you at that. And like here's the thing, now that a lot of the fabric has been blown off, you're not really sure where its face is. It's
Mhm.
got like two
Love
tiny
that.
little antenna that like up in it up but it doesn't seem to have like human face, definitely.
Mhm.
It says I cannot allow you to pursue the doctor.
We have every good reason to need to talk to her. And honestly, at this point, I'm just trying to make sure she's safe because this happened under your watch.
I'm gonna need a roll.
What kind of role?
Some sort of social role.
If I had my pick, it's
It
more
would be
intimidation than
intimidation.
anything.
Yeah,
but
I think
I
it's
will take
not.
whatever you
I
give
mean,
me. As I'm not trying to be nice.
I mean, you got them to stand still with your intimidation last time.
Last time it was persuasion.
Okay.
Because I remember being like, fuck.
Yeah,
Gotta blow up a lot of D4s.
I think in this case you can cow this creature with your intimidation.
Okay.
Um,
Are they... do I still get...
but
I'm looking at things. All of the shit only applies to persuasion rolls.
yeah.
I'm honestly genuinely okay if rebellious kind of bites me in the ass for this one, even though it's not a persuasion roll. I'm very okay if I still get the -2 because of rebellious.
Yeah, but I'll give you a Benny for being shitty.
I'll take that Benny.
Yeah, like for like
Anji, come back to me. Yes, good.
you know, like
Okay.
you're playing up, you're being shitty, you're not being cool-headed about this.
No,
always
I
good.
got blown up. Almost took burning as a phobia, you know?
Yeah.
So it's not like
Oh,
an
yeah.
active thing, but I still flavor that shit.
Mm-hmm.
My intimidation is not better than my persuasion. It just doesn't have as many problems attached to it normally.
Sure.
Let's go. I'm gonna immediately spin that Benny for a reroll.
Uh-oh.
Goodbye, Benny.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. No. I don't make it. Damn. My D4 aced into a 1. And 5 minus 3 is
2.
not a success.
No.
No.
Because I am wounded.
You certainly are. You
Please
certainly
don't
are.
die.
It straightens up a little bit, and it says, "This is not a full blown like failure because you didn't like crit fail."
Mhm.
Strephon,
It's not going to do what I want it to, though.
No, and it says, in your brain, it says, the doctor. We were bringing the doctor on. Now, what will it say? It'll say, we were tasked to get the doctor for a most important mission when we were attacked. While we appreciate your intervention, however you were able to know about it, I cannot let you impede the doctor's task.
We're not trying to stop you. We're just trying to make sure that she's fine because we are also on a mission to talk to her.
You may speak to the doctor when she has accomplished what we need her to.
That's fine. I'm fine with that. I just need to make sure she gets there safely because it didn't start out safe.
You will not go any further. Strephon, you're going to need to step in here.
Yeah.
Fucking stop me!
Or Amy's going to get...
Amy's gonna open that cellar door if you don't intervene.
I'm going to give you a moment to do something good. Because otherwise, Amy's getting havocked into the wall. I'm letting you know right now.
Let's go!
So Strephon is going to limp forward and say, hold on. Friend, how may I address you, first off?
Oh, fuck. Now I got to think of a name. All right.
Yeah, it was all good while you were talking to the angry one.
Hold on.
Now you're talking to the societally polite one. Also, that scoff was in character.
All right. Weird fantasy creature names. All right, here we go.
Its name is incomprehensible to our ears and even our minds, and so we're told to just call him Jerry.
Its name is Douche. No.
Name is Gabapentin.
Which is literally one of the options that popped up. D-U-S-H-E. Not the real douche, but...
But like
Fitting,
the
I
way
think.
that an 11-year-old boy might try to spell douche.
Oh, like a Jersey.
Like a-
Jersey pronunciation.
like,
douche.
like a Jersey douche.
Douche.
Douche. He's a douchebag.
Douche.
It's French.
It's pronounced touchy.
Okay, I'm gonna go with this one. Man, this name generator, like, okay, just to not to sidetrack forever, but the first one is Manteezy, M-A-N-T. My name is Manteezy.
My name is Manteezy Douche.
Yeah, Manteezy.
Would you like to
douche.
see an ankle?
Yeah. Yeah, like doesn't it like sound like a circa 1830s Frenchman? Like, oh, my name is Manteezy Douche. Oh, I like making architecture. No, his name is Oon. O-O-N-E. Oon. Unmas? No.
Oon. I dig it. It's a good name.
I'm not writing this name down because I don't care.
Yep. Oon. And Oon. You may address me as Oon.
Very well. Oon. You may call me Strephon. Were it not for our intervention, you would be dead. That is what I foresaw and why we intervened. Please, we just need to talk to the doctor for a few minutes about something sensitive, and then we will be gone.
Oh, fucking duh. Amy's gonna flash the coin.
Are you?
that identifies us as 1001? Yes.
All right.
Is it a dumb idea? Maybe. Actually, no, hang on. Before I do that.
Would you like me to roll persuasion first?
What's your hang on as you finish chewing?
Sorry.
Chew.
Would the ties to certain factions give knowledge about them?
Ooh, I don't know. What are your ties?
I have one with the Bastion and one with gangs.
What was your gang? Did you decide on your gang?
We didn't talk in depth about the different various options, but the text that I have says saved the right person to earn a favor. So it doesn't specify.
You could make me a flat common knowledge in this particular case. I will say that your connection to the Bastion would give you would counterbalance the minus you normally would take.
Okay, so it's just a -1 for my wound.
Yeah. Also, but wait, hold on. Shouldn't you let while you're doing
I was gonna say I'll roll. Paxton's thing can go off before I fuck shit up further.
In this case, like you just said a lot of stuff, and who do they know? Like they're like, make me a persuasion. I'll say that there was enough. You were good enough in your pitch and your seriousness to counterbalance the -2 that the Amy being really shitty and crappy.
You're welcome.
Would have given you. I do like your.
That's what I'm here for.
Nice. Alrighty.
This is why you shouldn't let me talk first.
Yeah, you always do. Every time.
I am impatient.
I
know. She is so impatient, and like I think I tie the rebellious into that aspect of just like I don't got the time or patience for all this red tape and honorifics. Fuck that noise. I'm getting to the point. I did not make the common knowledge, so
nope.
I don't have shit.
I am slow.
I don't think.
Of course, that's talking more about my. Anyway, I would like to spend a Benny on this.
Sure.
Reroll. And yes, that time I did get a 4.
A 4. It seems to soften a little bit. Its posture is not quite erect. I hate when that happens. Fuck.
Happens to everybody at some point, you know.
Yep. God damn
it's okay.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, it's sort of it droops a little bit. At a 4.
Stop. Move on.
Yeah, and it says,
"Get out of there."
It's a trap. But it says it's still not like happy though. And it says
what if it's like fine, but and then it adds like stipulations?
Yeah, it will say it does. It will let you talk to her. She is a free. It says Dr. Summers is a free person and may do what it needs to do, but not until after she serves our nat task first. She has, and it pauses. And you can hear like a hesitation in your brain, like an meeting with someone, and it is timely and necessary. I may take you to somewhere where you may wait, but that is the best that we can do.
Streffen probably sees Amy going to open her mouth and probably will stop her.
Yeah, I think Streffen says, we are willing to wait. How long do you expect this meeting to take?
It will take as long as it must.
I was afraid you would say that. Okay.
And it pulls open. Oh, you had already pulled open, and it says "Follow me." And then, as you note it, like you're headed into the tunnels under New York City, right? Which
Mhm.
there are tunnels everywhere. Not underrunning under every single city in every single place, but most major cities have Mysteria tunnels underneath them. And New York has a lot because before everyone cleared out, it was because of the event with the vampires in the mid 2000 teens. Um, it was hopping, but these tunnels that it takes you down are surprisingly empty and quiet. You may see a family or two. But interestingly enough, it doesn't stoop to to fit in these tunnels, even though they're
Mhm.
definitely not built for it. What you would probably count as its knees bend backwards, kind of like a chicken's leg, and it walks with its legs kind of like folded over like a ladder.
Mm.
So it can still walk like this, but it's got several knees. They sort of its legs bend over at an angle a fulcrum, sort of like the way a ladder will fold up, and then it continues walking over. So it's got like two layers of leg,
Mm.
but vertical.
Yeah.
Cool.
2 Layers of Leg is my favorite band.
That's a good one. You should
Jackie, write that down.
It's not my job.
2 layers.
I
of
don't
leg.
have a character that wears band t-shirts.
I mean, probably the most famous Mysteria band is the Brides, which are a synth thrash pop band where all made up of different female creatures. Is like a Gorgon drummer, but they all dress like the Bride of Frankenstein.
Beautiful. I love that so much.
That's hot.
Yeah. Yeah, like but yeah, and then they say, they have this thing that's like, I can't, they're like, their band is actually like a George Washington's head dressed up as the Bride of Frankenstein, and it says, I cannot tell a lie, I love the brides.
That's great. I love
Oh,
that.
that is
I will
awesome.
make that t-shirt.
Yes.
Please do. Yeah. That when I wrote down 30 odd facts about the Mysteria to like someday put up on the Tumblr, that was one of the first ones.
Cool. Just DM me the description and I'll have it, and
Awesome.
I'll do something with it eventually.
Awesome. All right.
Redbubble t-shirt store.
Yep. All right. So you are led through a twisty, turny
Topsy-turvy.
yeah. You're pretty certain you could not retrace your steps back to the actual entrance this way. There are a number of entrances and exits that you see from these tunnels. It's not like you're trapped, but you probably don't think you could actually find your way back to the alley that you entered from. Eventually, you do meet up because they only had about a 30 to 45 second
Head
start on you. Yeah. But the two of you are definitely in the back. So it goes one of the creature that went through the ground, Dr. Summers, and the creature and then Oon, and then the two of you. And there's sort of this vibe that you really shouldn't. Ooh, someone entered their bedroom. Sorry. And Dr. Summers turns back and goes, who are the two of you?
I think the previous conversation may have cowed Amy into some sort of sensible silence, and she just looks to Streffen.
Oh gosh.
Expectantly.
Uh-huh.
Oh, her sword is sheathed and it's an umbrella again.
Streffen says, we're friends, and or no, he doesn't say we're friends. He says, just more people who want to get in line to talk with the doctor.
And in the dark, you can, there. I think the lighting here is it's mostly those like LED lighting and those little like tap lights that you buy at like Target or whatever. Those like that's
Mhm.
you're not talking like heavy, and so the lighting is definitely irregular. Um, but
The Mysteria goes through so many AA batteries.
so many. I mean, there are definitely places where they actually have like real filamented light bulbs that have been tied in, but this is not one of those. And and you can sort of see in the pool of light that she cocks an eyebrow up at Un, and Un gives it like you think nods ahead, and moves, and then you move on. But you eventually are taken somewhere to you're eventually taken to it opens up, and there is this I mean, the best way to put it is a series of underground houses isn't the right word, because it's not, they're not like row houses. It's like a legitimate space where like there are front doors, and it's just these one-story houses that are just like there's a clear delineation between where one begins and one ends, but they're just all in a row, compacted. So it's kind of like apartments, but they are underground and all together. And the row there's a row of doors on each side. It's opened up, and the there's like a small little quad, and this is an area where you actually see like kids outside, like young creatures, like children outside, things that couldn't, but like creatures who couldn't live on the surface, so like goblins and stuff. It is the closest that you're getting to like an actual small underground neighborhood, and these two creatures, Un and Un and its companion, take Dr. Summers to one of the houses and knock on the door. The door opens like a crack, and the doctor is, ushered inside once the person behind it sees her, and she enters. And none of them are asking. Like, there is neither Un nor its companion is making any show to like let you in. Un says, "You may wait outside."
No shit.
I think Streffen like makes a show of leaning heavily on his cane and asks, "Is there any chance you have a chair you could bring out?"
And Un points down at the quad where there are like the little open space at the end of this row of where like the little kids are playing, and there are in fact like wooden benches that seem to have been grown or melded out of the stone, out of like the underground stuff, like the ground and stone, brick, old houses, whatever, like detritus branch, like debris branches, mother
Debris
fucker.
branches.
They are debris benches. That is what they are out of. Yes.
You'd think that brie is too soft to make a bench out of.
Ha 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 ha. It was a very good joke. Don't let my laugh
Thank
put
you.
you off.
I think your laugh was also a good joke.
Thank you.
Um,
Put so much effort into it.
thanks, I made it myself.
Fuck joke.
So yeah, I think Streffen just kind of shrugs and how far away are these debris benches?
Like they're probably 2 or 3 full houses down.
Oh,
So it's a slow walk back.
yeah, that's further than I'd really like.
I genuinely think Amy stays near the door that Dr. Summers went behind. Like, she's fine to stand or lean or sit on the dirt. She's not bothered by that shit.
Mm-hmm. I think Streffen just like puts his back to a wall nearby and just slides down to sit on the ground.
Okay. You're certainly getting a lot of looks.
Amy glares back.
No, I meant from like all the people. It's like you rolled into someone's neighborhood, right? So, I think the best way to think about it is all of these houses probably, if you were to guess, are probably more like a one-roomed like cabin sort of deal, but made out of bricks, etc. So, I think that's sort of what it is, much more what you can sort of imagine. But there's a window, and various creatures and other are leaning out of the windows and looking at you. Certainly, if there are little kids running around, they have been instructed to come back inside. This is a very insular community.
Mm-hmm.
Which sort of strikes you as odd that even like, why would these two creatures even go above the ground? And yet, but interestingly enough, you do have reception down here, and there's Wi-Fi. You don't have any of the passwords, but there is Wi-Fi.
Can I do like, and it's okay if there's nothing interesting or good that comes from this, but I think in the waiting, Amy will people watch.
Okay.
And can I do a notice roll for anything like potentially interesting or telling about this
Sure.
community?
Mm-hmm.
Do I have? I did take healing. Oh, I forgot I took healing. That's right. Okay. I'm gonna do the notice roll first, and then the other thing I'm going to do while we wait is heal myself while I'm still within that golden hour, because fuck wounds.
Truly.
Ew.
That's a 4 on that notice for something interesting.
No. I mean, there are definitely more than, even though the kids have been ushered inside, there's probably an older teenager or two who are taking pictures of you with their phones.
Definitely getting glares.
But other than that, it's just mostly people. Like, while you people watch, they watch you as well.
If you stare into the people will stare back into you.
Some sort of like 4-armed Machamp looking motherfucker comes up.
Hell yeah.
I mean, it's not like actually Machamp, but like the best way to think about it, like 4 arms, big,
kind of rubbery skin.
Little reptilian, sort of like comes over and whispers something to Un, who says some, like, who, you can tell, like, you get the body language of telepathy. There's a definite pivot to its head face. Uh-oh, did anyone else lose video? What happened?
Oh, my Twitch app just wasn't showing any video.
Oh.
I'm reloading it now.
Mine's not either. Oh, there it is. It's fixed for me.
I don't know.
There it is.
Maybe my computer went to sleep when I wasn't paying attention.
Wow.
But no, we're here now. Sorry, friends. How long had that
There we
been
go.
that way? I I don't know.
A couple minutes, maybe.
Oh.
Hopefully the audio wasn't gone too.
I don't know. Was the audio gone too, Greystone, or just the image?
By the power of Greystone, tell us.
Well, we'll see in a little bit.
That delay, that lag.
We all love that Twitch
good.
delay.
Okay,
good.
cool.
Good.
That's good.
Thank goodness. Thank you, goodness.
Whoa. Okay. Oh my god, look at how dark this.
He's talking to that Machamp fuck.
Yeah, like a dude. Yeah. Who kind of gives you, who's like wearing like a really big, like, like a muscle shirt that's been built for him.
It's actually just like a tank top that has the holes on one side,
and like two arms come out.
Like on a normal person, it would be ridiculous, but on them, it's
like,
actually like the proper fit.
Like 6X, right? Because it's so big and long, and maybe some bike shorts. Like, there's nothing threatening about it. They're just like talking, and then like goes back to his just a dude figuring out what's up. But yeah.
Can I do medicine on myself then?
Yeah. Go ahead and cast your healing.
Oh, it's not a cast, it's the skill.
Oh, try to roll healing on yourself.
Yeah, I'm actually should have already had this up. I need to look up how it fucking works.
I think it's a minus.
Oh, come on.
Healing roll. Okay. Healing.
Page 96.
Subtract 1 from healing rolls without the basic first aid kit or similar supplies, which I don't think I have. I do have a medic kit.
Is it on you or is it on your
It's in my gear, so
all right.
We can figure out.
No, that's fine. All right. You carry it in like you got a little fanny pack.
Okay, a healer subtracts his patient's wounds. I don't know if this is up to date because I feel like this has been adjusted about the wound penalty stuff.
I think it certainly is up to date.
My copy of the core book didn't have the up to date stun.
All right. Well, let me bring up my up to date book. Boop 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 boop.
Mine. It looks like for me, it's on about page 96 of the book, which is like page 98 of the PDF file.
You're page 90F.
Yeah, one thing I love Savage Worlds, but I don't love the Pinnacle Entertainment Group's approach to editing their, like, updating using their errata, because they'll just change what's in the books that they're selling online and just not communicate that it was updated. And like, if you bought it on their web store, you can still just go re-download it from them. But
the healing skill is used to remove wounds, requires 10 minutes per wound per level of the patient. Subtract 1 from the healing without a basic first aid kit.
First aid kiss. I think that's called CPR.
A success removes
Rescue
1 wound,
breathing.
and a rain removes 2. Failure means no wounds. There's nothing that says
penalties for
accidents. I do like the fact that performing healing on yourself should be a minus. I'm sorry. Like,
I'm okay with that. The thing I was checking was excuse me. The thing I was checking was that I remember Kira mentioning that the wound penalties of the person you're healing doesn't apply, but I'm healing myself, so I'm already experiencing my own wound penalty.
Right. So I'm going to say you're at a -2 for trying to perform it on yourself.
Is it a -2 plus my -1, or is that a -2 including my -1?
-2. Just a -2.
Okay. Total -2.
I have a fucking hour to try to do this, but like, if I can't do it on this first wound, I can't because I don't have any bennies.
You also you also don't have that much of an hour left.
No,
because you spent a while walking.
Didn't make it.
Oh,
I mean,
no.
I could do a flashback to you trying to do
Don't use your only
first aid on
I'm
yourself.
gonna kill you guys if that happens.
I don't think it's
It's-
worth it. I can have a wound and then just heal off screen or get somebody else to help out. Like we're about to have a conversation with the doctor. I know she's not that kind of doctor, but
Man, that is the most like convoluted way to get a common bond is to just
I will say without that additional -1, I would have made it. So it was purely because of the self-healing imposed rule.
nice.
Sorry.
It's fine. That's how it shakes out. It's totally okay.
I felt it's it's hard to do stuff to yourself when you're not feeling
Yeah.
good.
I also like made a point to be like, it's all on her face and she can't really see what she's doing and she doesn't really have a mirror with her. So like,
And you're underground.
it's valid. It's good.
Fair enough.
And I'm underground and that just fucks with my whole healing process all over.
Who does it? And it's certainly gross. But you antiseptic yourself. Boop, 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 boop.
Yeah, it's at least like
I think it's hard to like
not gonna rot.
Yeah, I think
it's not healed, but it's not worse.
Yeah, you're not gonna get diseased. And I think it's hard to like clear explosions off your face in the underground. And anyway, it is several hours though. You spent several hours waiting.
Ooh, that means we should get PowerPoints back.
You do.
Yeah, because we're resting. I always forget what the rate of that is.
Isn't it 3 per hour? Right. And you guys you're both getting like pretty hungry because it was like 5 o'clock when you left, and so now it's like well into dinner time. And I don't know when the last time either of you had your special meals, but you're certainly feeling special meal.
I got the special meal grumblings.
Grumble. And
if it's several hours and it's 3 points per hour, several is more than 3, right?
All right, it's a few hours. I think it's 3 hours. You were like well into nighttime.
Okay. I have all my PowerPoints back.
Yeah. And eventually the doctor comes out and she looks tired. She does. She looks she wasn't particularly, she looked well put together at the she looked like well put together at the conference today, but she's gotten increasingly more haggard as she has gone throughout this event. Like, you're a wizard, Harry. No. More Hagrid. No. So anyway, so yes, she comes out. She's looking pretty tired, pretty spent, and she says, and she puts a hand on Un and says, he'll be able to rest now.
Ooh.
And then turns to the two of you and says, Un said you wanted to speak to me.
Less of a want, more of a need, but yeah.
Clever.
Streffen struggles to his feet and regrets sitting on the
Oh my
ground.
God.
I think Amy helped him up.
Everything hurts. Your leg is on fire right now.
It's just the worst. He pops open his own little fanny pack and pops a naproxen and a couple ibuprofen.
I definitely think helping Streffen up from an on the ground seated position is something that Amy does without asking and without any sort of comment or anything afterwards. Like she had stood up when the door opened and then went over and helped Streffen up without any hesitation.
For the way you have worked that in. Take
yes.
Benny.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
The Paja Benny. It's Pavi and Roja looking all cute.
Yeah.
She says, I appreciate your intervention with that. I'm not used to being attacked. But so your aid was appreciated. However, I cannot help but wonder why you were following us or where you came from in the first place.
Is there anywhere a little more private we could potentially talk? Don't think we necessarily need to be having this conversation out in the open.
Ooh. Could I perhaps roll a... I feel like this is either occult or common knowledge to see if there is like a Mysteria diner near here.
You can spend a Benny to impact the story if you want to.
I would love to spend my last Benny to impact.
Is this the second time you've spent a Benny for something diner related? I think it was that the diner had Wi-Fi last time.
Yeah.
You and your diner bennies.
Look, I'm a hungry person.
She said,
and
Yeah,
Stefan
but
hasn't
they
eaten
won't-
food that was nutritious to him in like it. So
she
I
says,
don't know if they're gonna have the food that you're wanting.
She says
that's why it's a Mysteria diner.
She says, yes. There's one not too far. And she turns back to Un, and the two of them have like a moment. And you do this like it's actually not really uncommon when operating is to do these sort of underground, above ground, back underground, back above ground, like a round and round sort of experience to get to where you're going. And that's what happens. You know, you spend some times in the tunnels, you come out at an exit that's underneath a laundry, you walk across the street, like 2 crosstown blocks. Those are the longer ones. You head down, you walk through like an arcade down a spiral staircase. And I'll say again, you are very impressed by Un's flexibility. He is it is definitely with you. And eventually you do arrive at a you know a Greek diner. You know what a Greek diner is, and what they are. What makes them different than like a diner. Like it's mostly like thickness of menu. A Greek diner usually
serve a bit of everything.
It's a little bit of everything, and the menu is usually like spiral bound and definitely has fajitas as well as chicken souvlaki. But like that's where, and like I don't know why they are specifically referred to as Greek diners, but that's how that specific type of diner has always been referred to me as. But yes, you go there, and it is like the Mysteria version of that. There is definitely some Fey food there if you want to order that. There is definitely.
I will not be ordering my preferred snack, unfortunately.
But there's also like
that's more of an at-home meal.
Yeah, there's also like
it's a little messy.
Yeah, there's also like I don't know, like
huge stigma right now. Do they have? It's not a steakhouse, so I don't trust the steak. But if it were a steakhouse, I would get one very rare.
They have like some form of like cockatrice egg omelet and T-bone steak of something. And like it's definitely not a steakhouse, but you can get like a Salisbury steak and mashed potatoes. They have
a
rare Salisbury steak,
coffee and some fries, I think.
French, yeah. They have crazy fries, Papas Locas.
I'll have Papas Locas.
Nice. It's French fries, cojito cheese, mayonnaise, mustard, and ketchup.
Hell yeah.
Oh my god, I fucking want Papas Locas now.
Ben's like, I know what I want for dinner.
I want some dolmades.
We're having pizza for dinner and watching the Super Bowl.
Nice.
Go Eagles.
Hell yeah.
That's the
that's right.
That's the only time you're gonna hear me like my outside sports ball life is when the Philadelphia Eagles play. So
damn.
If I may speak in the language of your people, go Birds.
Go Birds. Win that, move that ball towards that end of the field. It's true. Yes. Play that sports ball. But yes. Anyway, so you're sitting down. Un does not enter the diner with you. Um, Instead opting to like wait outside. Um, and but you all go in. It's actually not that empty. It's pretty busy. So there is
That's good.
yeah, so there is like a nice white noise level of like utensils and like the odd language or two.
Mhm.
You know, some goblin kids messing with a gumball machine, things like that. Like they're shaking it, and their goblin mom comes along and like slaps one on the bottom, yells at something, shows all her big teeth.
Mhm.
It cries. Um, she does like
It cries.
she does the universal sign of "I'll give you something to cry about." Hand gesture and goblin. Yeah, parenting. All right, and she sits down. She goes, "Okay, who are you?"
Poor Streffen's gonna be so sore tomorrow.
Oh, he's already so sore.
I know, but
Streffen is always so sore.
it's just gonna hit tomorrow.
Yeah,
Day after
absolutely.
exercise.
Hmm.
I think at this point, Amy pulls out the coin and like slides it across the table, like
Her
like with her hand, like slides it
Yeah.
forward for Dr. Summers to see.
her eyes widen. What?
I say, I am Streffen. This is Amy. We have some questions about. This is so. Streffen like waffles for a second, and
We
then
were
he.
tasked to talk with you about the late Bucky Snuffles.
Thank you. Yes.
just she's like, Streffen, I don't have patience for this.
And her eyes, like her like forehead wrinkles up in Bucky. What does the and then she gets like low voice 1001 want to know about Bucky.
Have you not read the newspaper?
Oh, I know he's dead. I was at his funeral.
Okay, then why are you surprised that we're coming to talk to you when he was?
Well,
Wait, time out. They don't. No one knows that he was a
No, I just she stops because then she remembers, what isn't common knowledge,
Yeah.
and it's like, okay, we have indication that you are one of the last people to speak with him.
And Mr. Snuffles was involved in some things that have made us wonder. We just need to look a little more closely into his death is all. There's no official suspicion necessarily. We just need to know if he talked to you soon before his disappearance and then death, and if so, what about?
We know he intended to, at the very least.
And she starts thinking, and she goes, "Do you think that attack was about Bucky and not?" And she holds her hand out to them. I thought it was. I thought they were after. I was. Never mind. Yes. A few days before he died, or he went missing. No, a few days before he died, Bucky spoke with me. He had just gotten back from a trip. He didn't tell me where. I didn't push. And said it had opened some questions that he needed answered. But I'm not sure I can give you more than that. Even in death, I feel that it is important to protect my client's privacy. And if either of you want to make a roll to convince me otherwise, I feel like that would be very necessary.
That does feel
I-
appropriate.
Love the in character. You gotta roll for it,
Yeah,
bitch.
yeah.
Like I love that so much.
I feel like you have to
it's
convince
such a
me
good
otherwise.
fit.
I feel like a
Um,
persuasion roll would be most necessary here, not intimidation.
yeah,
Oh no, Amy knows better than to open her fucking mouth in this.
Yep, I will play good cop.
And I'll
Let's
play
roll.
bitchy cop.
I will
Oh
say
no, I
because-
only got a 3.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
What was that I interrupted you saying?
I would
though?
say there's no negative because of the coin. But there's no
Gotcha.
positive either.
Oh no.
Do you have any bennies?
No, I spent my last
The last one
penny
on the
to get a
diner.
diner.
No, fuck a duck.
Does
I
it mean
am-
it's my turn to try?
You could do something.
What does Strickland say?
If you
What
wanted
does
to,
Strickland
if
say?
you wanted, yeah, okay, go ahead. You could make this like a thing if you wanted to.
So I think that Streffen's he's trying to be like this calm, nice person who's just like, we just really need to make sure that if he was mixed up in something bad, that that we know enough to make sure it doesn't splash over onto anybody else. But unfortunately, Streffen has not eaten anything that didn't taste like ash in like 25 hours. And so he is stuffing his face with this like Fey diner food. It's like a chicken cutlet sandwich or something.
But made out of pure glamour.
And it just completely removes any amount of gravitas that Streffen tries to bring into his conversation.
And that's certainly that Amy added with the coin.
Yeah.
All right.
Just like, look at us, we're professionals, and Streffen's just like talking around the food. God.
Okay, Amy.
I want to say what she's going to say and then roll.
Please do.
Because I want to see if it doesn't have to, but I'm curious if what she says would have an impact.
Sure.
I understand the importance of doctor-patient confidentiality. We're not asking for super specific details. We just need to know concerning external things, something that might indicate that he was affected by something, or I think she like pauses, and then I need to actually pull up the whatchamajig.
The Hoosier
because we do have those copies. Where did he say?
Of the journal?
In the very last page. I think she pulls out the photocopy of the very last page of Bucky Snuffle's journal.
Well, you only have like a printout of it, but yes.
Yeah, it was just a photocopy. It's not like the actual page, but she brings out the photocopy. And she, again, slides it across the table and says, "This is why we're talking to you."
Okay, let's see.
This is only a page of why we're talking to you, but this is why we're talking to you. We really need to know.
And let's see, what is on that page? I don't remember.
Looking back over these notes and drawings, it feels
The one with the giant paperclip.
The world's large. Oh yeah.
The world's largest paperclip. And I did specifically want to give this page because it has hints and indications of more things, but it doesn't have anything revealing necessarily specifically to his psyche, like the just previous page with the Enochian.
Mhm.
Yes. Well, she looks at this like printout that you have, and her face blanches a little bit. Her eyes widen. I'm gonna give you a Benny for that move because
Oh, thank you.
That was bold.
It was too. It could come back to harm you. You never.
I'm sure.
Um,
It was a gamble.
all right.
That was why I was just like, I was chewing on it for a second because Griffin very pointedly was trying to keep it non-specific, and we were told to be discreet. But I'm like, this lady,
and you're irrational and rebellious and dumb.
yeah.
And
Why would I follow specific directions when I think I know better?
Yeah. It was only Mr. Brown telling.
He's number 2. He's not number 1. It's fine.
Number 3 is diarrhea, just so you know. That's what I've been told.
Yeah.
Oh,
I think
heard
that's
it's
more like
genetic.
1.5.
My sister teaches little kids, and one of the little kids was in the bathroom the other day going, number 1 is pee, number 2 is poo, number 3 is diarrhea. Number 4 is also diarrhea. I don't know what that is. It's like a fucking threat. Like,
God, those are the moments that remind me that little kids are great.
Little kids are pretty good.
Number 4 is also diarrhea.
Number 5 is kidney stone.
Yeah, number 5 is I think just like ass death. Like who knows?
Well, we all know diarrhea is genetic because it runs in your genes.
Boo! You do not get a favorite band. Boo! I'm taking that.
You saying it was back. A shitty joke?
I'm taking your Benny back. There will be no fucking.
Come and get it.
Benny got back.
You can't.
Benny got back. And like just like this. Anyway.
Yeah. So am I? What am I rolling?
I'll give you a persuasion plus 2 to that.
Cool.
That was a big move.
Here's important question. 2 important questions. She doesn't know shit about. Does she get my vibe? Do I have the -2 persuasion because of that?
Do you have persuasion?
No, I have persuasion, okay. But I have outsider. I have rebellious.
I'll take away your one of the 2. I'll take away your outsider.
So I'm just rolling at my wound penalty because that +2 would negate the other.
Yes.
Cool. But I do have 2 bennies, so.
Mm-hmm.
All right, here we go. D4 persuasion at a -1. My wild die aced.
Oh boy.
To a total of 8 -1 is a 7. Not quite a raise, but damn better than I expected.
Mm-hmm.
She looks at you. You can see
my beat up ass face.
You can tell that there is some confusion, some consternation, and she reaches into her bag that she was carrying with her and pulls out this journal entry mentions other envelopes, and I have one of them. And
yes,
she puts it on the table, and that's what we're gonna call it for today.
Damn!
Huzzah!
Holy shit!
I'm gonna have to make something now. I always had it. I just hadn't finished making it yet. So, bam! I can't go any further than here. All right.
Works
and I promised
for me.
My wife we'd be done by 1:40. All right. We're good. A little fun. All right. Tell us where we are, who we are.
You first,
Reverse
Paxton?
order?
Yeah.
Hi, I am Paxton. You can find more of me at sentimental_boy on Twitter for as long as those servers remain functional. After that, find me at my blog at indefinite.com. I do other actual play stuff on the YouTube channel Roll for That. I also occasionally appear on Applied Materials and here.
Yeah. Go ahead, Jackie.
I'm Jackie. I do art things and shout about podcasts. I don't appear on any, I just shout about them. You can find me on Twitter at Good Ship Sarcasm. My profile pic is the Strawberrio. Just as I said at the top, I don't think it's ever going to change. I love it too much. Other places that you can find me are a lot of AP Discords, like but not limited to Tabletop Squad, Whimsy and Artifice, Orpheus Protocol, A Night of Shreds and Patches, RPG for You and Me, and Sounds Like Crows.
Hooray! And I am Ben Hatton. I am the GM for this. You can find me here under the Ben Hatton. That's what I am on Discord. You can find me that way. And I'm in a lot of those Discords. I'm in the Discord for this. I occasionally am on a few other Discords, mostly the one for Orpheus and other ones. And someday I'll get my act together and put stuff up on the Tumblr for this. It's just been a wacky sort of year already. Someday there'll be no construction. Sort of my life. And anyway, someday I'll get to sleep in.
Imagine no construction.
Benny, for next time, start with 1 XP
Yes.
for that one. And anyway, we also have another group that plays in the same world. That's doing the mystery from a different angle. That will be next Sunday, slightly earlier, but will also be on the YouTube page. I have about 8 videos that are backlogged on the YouTube page that I just need to sit down and upload. But I also have a day off on Friday coming up.
Hell yeah.
And so I'll do that after I deal with the Social Security Agency. Not like a threat or anything.
After I deal with them.
They and the IRS disagree on my birthday, so it makes it really hard to file
What
my
the
taxes.
fuck?
Yeah.
No.
They disagree by 7 days. And I haven't been able to file online for about 15 years. I've only been mailing my taxes in for about 15 years. And my wife has finally been like, Ben, I want to e-file. And I'm like, I feel like we've been filing as a couple for a while. So anyway, I got to go deal with some stuff.
Till next time.
Till next time. Vaya con Dios.
Bye.
Bye.